Hello, everyone. Good morning. How are you? I hope you had a very good weekend. Okay, right. Having said that, let's get to work now. Today in PSC, we will be looking at how things change as we go through school. On my screen, you will find these beautiful children who are all lined up. Today, we will think about how we had experienced or enjoyed learning in FS. And we will further go to talk about all that we are doing at the moment in year one. And because our lesson today is talking about looking forward or looking to the future, we will try to look at some of the things will happen when we go on to year two next school year. And definitely one thing that is sure is things are not going to be the same. Some things would have changed. One thing that I'm sure will change will be your uniform. At the moment, you have this simple t-shirt and your pants for PE. Tomorrow, next year or next school year, you'll be having a different color of t-shirt and a different kind of pant for PE. So today we'll be talking about how you will accept these changes and most importantly, you will get to see that generally the only thing that stays with us all through life is change. So let me give you a few seconds to think about your time in FS. What do you remember about your time in FS? Talk about it with your brother, your sister, or your parents. Was it funny? Did you have a lot of things that amused you? Were you happy? Was it an exciting time for you? Because I know right now in year one, we're doing a lot of writing, and that some of you are not very excited about. Or was it scary? And I hope the answer to that is no. Or it might be no, it might be a yes, because your first day was your first experience at school. For those of you that didn't go to the nursery, since you have left FS and came on to year one, how has it been like in year one? Is it funny? Do you have fun times with your friends? Is it happy being in year one? Do you have moments you think about all by yourself and you just laugh? Is it exciting? Do you remember some of your learning exposures or experiences that gets you like, yeah, I just want to run back to school today? Or is it been scary? There is a lot of work. I don't want to go back to school anymore. Think about it. Haven't done that. How might next year be different from all the experiences we're having at the moment? Next year is talking about your class in year two. What am I looking forward to about next year? I know one thing everybody is looking forward to about next year. Your class is gonna be upstairs. Yeah. So you just walk past year one and you use the staircase and you go to your new class upstairs. If I may ask you, take a few seconds again and think about one thing that you're excited about next year, simply because you're going to be in year two. Think about it first. So, what did you come up with? Let me quickly share with you some of the things that will definitely change next year. I told you one of them already. So, let's see more. Over here in the blue part of my wheels, I have left this wheel in the PowerPoint so you can spin, but this app will not allow me to spin. So in this blue shaded part of my wheel, I've got classroom. Will your classroom change next year? Yes. Your classroom will change next year, which is the first thing I told you about. You're going to move from this class you had before we left school to a new class. And along with your classroom is your teacher who will change as well. Along with your teacher who will change is your classmates who will change as well. Because definitely they're not going to move everybody in year one, year two. I know that's not going to happen. So you have a few kids from across all the year one group, and they will make up the new year two. Can somebody read this for me? This orange part of my wheels. Routine. Routine means schedule or the things you will be doing. You're going to have more subjects, so your timings for the subjects and your way of doing things is going to change. In year one, we decide on when our break time is. And then we have the joker. We have a schedule in the play area where we play for 20 minutes. In year two, you don't have a play area, so that's going to change. But that's part of growing up. Then you don't have so much playtime or flexibility. When I say flexibility, all I'm trying to say is we can try to move things to suit you in year one, but in year two, you might not have that anymore. This is playtime. Yes, in FS, you have playtime. In year one, you had playtime. But in year two, you might not have playtime. You just have your recess, which will be basically eating time and a time to stay away from the classroom for between 10 to 15 minutes. Then you have your homework. That's going to change as well, because at the moment the teacher prepares your homework and she gives you the folder. I think you will take on more responsibility in year two because you will have to be in charge of your homework folders. It's not going to be prepared and handed over to you. You get your books by yourselves, you put them in the folder, and then you put them in your school bag ready to go home. Friendship will definitely change because the kids in your class now are not going to be all the kids you have in your class next year. But this is not to say start panicking, start panicking. No, because I remember last week we had talked about the future. So this is moving to the future, which is a good thing, growing up and assuming responsibility. If I were you, I would be excited about that. Right. So today I'm going to be leaving you with this worksheet over here. It's a very simple worksheet and these words are just optional. You're allowed to use your own word banks because you might not be comfortable using these words. So they're just examples. You write a postcard to your year two teacher to explain some of the things you're looking forward to about next year. So you're going to tell your year two teacher, I'm excited about coming to year two, and these are some of the things I'm looking forward to, or I would want to see, I'm excited about. You might also want to include things you have enjoyed in year one. So at the bottom here, you can say, these are the things I liked in year one. At the top of your worksheet, you can say, these are the things I'm looking forward to in year two. I'm looking forward to doing this with you, teacher. I'm looking forward to doing this with you, teacher. I'm looking forward to doing this with you, teacher. Keep it simple. Just write one sentence or two sentences. But for the things you have like enjoyed in year one, you can write at the bottom so the teacher has an idea what you will want to do in year two. You have always turned in an excited piece of work. I'm looking forward to having another exciting one. That's all about that. See all of you on Teams at 10 o'clock. You know what changes means, you know that already. And you know what goals are. Last week we talked about goals. So you might want to use this word. You know what new means, progress means, to do something from a simple to a more difficult one. To improve means to get better. You know what difference is. You know what achievements are. Achievements are like awards, like some of you have gotten rewarded at the moment during the remote learning, and a lot of you get reward in the class for good behaviors. You get reward in the class for being very good to your teacher, for helping out, for staying on task on Dojo. You get award. And I've explained all this when I use the spinner routine, is our schedule, daily, how we do things on a daily basis. So, my beautiful people, I see all of you on Teams. Happy learning.